Good morning. It is Tuesday, August 4th, and I haven't been making too many videos lately because there just really hasn't been much going on. And after our bee chat last Thursday on kind of beekeeper burnout, finally I realized, I didn't think then that I was really kind of burned out, but I really am feeling a little bit burned out. Especially making videos for some reason. I'm not sure why that is, but I haven't been making too many videos. But the bees really haven't been doing too much. I did some requeening in the last couple of weeks. And really when I do that, I just leave them for about 2 weeks after I drop those queen cells to let those queens emerge and mature and get mated and start to lay. And it's best if you just leave them alone and not bother them during that time. So I've done that, and now I've started to just check hives and make sure that there is a queen and whatnot. There was a few that it didn't take, and so I actually ordered some Golden West queens and dropped those in the hives. But for the most part, I really haven't been doing too much. I've just letting the bees be bees and letting them hopefully make a little bit of honey. Anyway, today I am out because I dropped queen cells a couple of weeks ago. All of the hives that I did that with, they're pretty much, I don't want to call them broodless because those queens are starting to lay now, but they don't have any capped brood. And because they don't have any capped brood, it's a perfect time to do an oxalic acid vaporization. So I have my vaporizer here. I've got some oxalic acid, and of course I've got a respirator. Don't do a vaporization without the respirator. That stuff will wreck your lungs. So that's what I'm doing today, is taking advantage of that brood break and doing a vaporization on all my hives. They'll get 4 grams of oxalic acid per brood box, so really 8 grams. That'll be 2 doses with this, 2 plungerfuls, and that'll be an in and out pretty quick. Not really going to spend much time on them. So hopefully I'm kind of in and out of the yards pretty quick this morning. If you can tell, I don't know how much you can tell on the camera, but it's pretty hazy around here. We're getting all the smoke from the fires that are going on in central Utah right at the moment. And it's not too bad today. A couple of days ago on Sunday it was really bad there for a while, but it's cleared out a little bit, but it's still pretty hazy. So anyway, that's all I'm really doing. Just a quick vaporization on all these hives. You've seen this before. It's not hard and goes pretty quick. So I'll let you maybe follow along real quick. Sun's up, I can't see anything. So you can see my hives here in this yard. I've got a few super stacked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 supers is what I'm counting back there. So, and they're not all full. They're I don't know. Some of them are full, but some of the others that I added later, they've got a few frames of honey, but not much. So it'll be interesting to see how much honey I get this year. I've stacked way more supers than I ever thought I would, and so I may come out okay this year. Let's hurry and get into it. We'll hurry and get through this yard as quick as I can. you can see, that goes pretty quick. I like doing this way. I like doing a brood break in the middle of the summer. People ask me, well, doesn't that affect your honey crop? And maybe, but I look at it this way. The bees that are foraging right now, those bees were raised 3 weeks ago. And that was the old queen that I had in there. So really, I haven't affected my forager population too much. Yes, I affected it from here for the next couple of weeks, but in our area we don't have much of a flow in the next few weeks, so it's not that big a deal for me. But I get a brood break, and because I get a brood break, I can take advantage of that and do an oxalic acid vaporization and really get a good mite knockdown right now. Hopefully my mite counts are low anyway. Honestly, I have not been doing mite washes like I intended to do this summer. I just didn't. But the hives are looking really good, and this gives me probably somewhere in a 98, even a 99% knockdown on the mites. And I'll do a mite wash on these again before winter, just to see where they're at and make sure that they're okay. Once I get my honey pulled off, which I'll probably do next week, then I'll start doing some mite washes, and I'll do my fall treatment, which this year is probably going to be Apiguard, and we'll get those on just as soon as I get my honey off, and then they should be pretty good going into winter. I will do probably 3 or 4 rounds of vaporization again, beginning of October, probably through October, and do a vaporization like every 5 days for probably 4 rounds. And that will get me pretty good going into winter. At least that's been my experience. So that's what I've been doing. Really just not a whole lot. It's been too blasted hot around here. We're upper 90s, low 100s, and that's the forecast for the foreseeable future. That's what I've been doing lately. Have been doing a little bit in the shop. I'll show you that in a little bit. Just trying to get ready for my honey harvest. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.